In today's video, I'll be playing 3 very instructive rapid chess games where I'll be explaining my thought process as best as I can. The games are going to be very instructive and also very entertaining. And without further ado, let's get some games started. Okay, we have a 2179 rated player and we are playing with the black pieces. Let's see what my opponent starts with. Opponent is going with the king's pawn opening. Let's go for the French defense. French defense it is. So opponent going for the exchange. Opponent is going for the exchange variation. And opponent is trying to spice it up with this move. Let's keep this pawn defended. I'm interested in playing this move and just castling my king. Alright, let me castle now. I'm looking at playing a move like this if opponent lets me. I don't want my opponent hitting me with this move. And I think this is the right time to capture here. Opponent now is left with an isolated pawn. I'm looking at playing this move next. Just trying to gain a tempo on this bishop. Alright, evil bishop, move away. So do I move this knight here or the other knight am I moving? If I move the knight here, maybe opponent just captures and opponent leaves me with an isolated pawn. Maybe not something I'm a big fan of. So let me develop my bishop over here. Let's put the bishop over here. Maybe put the bishop here or put the bishop here. There is a pin on this pawn, so we need to take note of that. We really need to take note of that. Because of the pin on this pawn, this square is not defended by the pawn. So that's something we need to register in our mind. All right, let's go here. Okay, I'm looking at going back here. Okay, opponent can hop in here. Not a move I really appreciate. Also, a move like this now comes to mind. A move like this comes to mind. My intention is to sack here. That's my intention. My intention is to sack here. And what if my opponent plays this move now? I feel like going here. Capturing here makes sense. But capturing there just helps my opponent fix their weak pawn. If I capture here, opponent captures here. I think I have to capture here. And after the trade, where am I going to? Okay, so opponent strikes with that move. So how do we respond to this? If I capture here, for one, I'm giving up the bishop pair. Then I play this move, and I'm forced to play a move like this. I do not really want to capture there, but if I play a move like this, opponent has this move, and that's just going to be a fork. We can't capture here because there is a pin on this pawn. So what if I go here instead? I want to make sure my opponent weakness remains a weakness. A move like this I like. The opponent is going to trade and then trade. Maybe I should not be complaining because at the end of the day, I should have the bishop pair. Maybe it should count for something. For now, I'm threatening to play a move like this. A move my opponent is likely not going to see what my opponent is calculating. Very important, you always ask. Opponent is saying justice if you capture here. Raise the opponent. Opponent is saying justice. If you capture here, I capture here. And if you capture here, I go capture here. And who is laughing now? Opponent might be the one laughing, guys, because my queen is under attack and opponent just grabs my piece and I'm unable to capture here on time. I'm not on time to capture there. So I'm looking at going here. A move I was looking at not playing earlier. Let's go here. I'm putting pressure here and I still have the threat of capturing here. Opponent can capture here. I'm going to capture. Opponent captures, I capture here. Okay, opponent plays this move instead. Let's go here. I'm interested in winning myself a pawn, except my opponent can go here. This knight is an evil knight. If I allow the knight to keep sitting on that square, it might get too dangerous for me. So I'm just going to trade the knight. Opponent can still go capture here. We lose good, which simply looks good for my opponent. So, ooh, wait. Okay, for a moment I thought I could throw in this move. Opponent just captures with a rook and there is nothing going on. Opponent can go capture this pawn. Okay, I was thinking maybe I could go here. That's just going to be a queen. But opponent doesn't go there. Instead opponent goes here. Makes sense. Capturing the pawn on my king side. Okay, for a moment I thought opponent was going to capture here. So I have 3 on 2 here. Opponent has 3 on 2 here. Love to mobilize my pieces somehow and try to deliver some kind of checkmate here. There is none. Okay, opponent is thinking where to move this bishop. Do I really want to capture that bishop? At the moment, my answer might just be no. Okay, but I don't think I want to lose this pawn. Even though I don't want to capture the bishop, I'm not interested in losing this pawn. So I'm going to keep this pawn defended first. Let's just move this way. And then I'm looking at swinging over here. If opponent captures here, I can capture here. And I have no issues. I have no issues with that. How do I mobilize my rook? Try to maybe put a rook here. Try to go for my opponent's king. That's something I'm trying to figure out now. So a move like this, a move like this. Which am I playing? I think I like a move like this. We need to watch out, guys. We need to watch out. But there is no back rank checkmate. So if my opponent sacks the queen here, he gets 2 rook for the queen, which is usually good for the side that has 2 rook. So we need to watch out for this move. We need to watch out. I'm not seeing a way my opponent can exploit this pin here. Opponent is thinking a move like this, just trying to give my opponent a weak pawn structure that I'm not a big fan of. Oh, maybe I can capture here and go here. Oh, guys, maybe I should have captured here. Looks like I should have captured here. Problem is that my opponent is going to capture this way. And then the rook can start swinging over and being a full-time menace. And if my opponent plays this move, if I capture here, opponent captures here. Then we go here. How is opponent responding? If I capture here now, opponent just captures here with check and weaken my pawn structure. If I play some other move, what is this some other move? Let's play this move and then let's go here. I really don't want to trade this, but if my opponent is able to put that bishop here, that bishop is going to be a full-time menace. Bishop is going to be a full-time menace. We also have to watch out for this pin, guys. This pin I mentioned earlier, we need to keep an eye. Don't want to, but looks like I have. Looks like I'm putting pressure here. Not really, not really. Maybe opponent captures with the queen. Okay, opponent doesn't. Let's do this. That is defended this way. What if opponent plays this move? We can land a check here and then capture here. So opponent does not have this move. What is opponent likely going to do? Oh, that's my next question. Opponent wants to play this move, a move I do not really fancy. Opponent is also putting pressure on my pawn here. That's not a pawn I'm interested in losing. How do we respond to this? A move like this, opponent lands a check on the back rank. I do not like that as well. I push pawn forward. What else? If I go here, opponent can double up my pawns. I don't want to go there. So what? How do I respond to this? I don't have this move. A move like this, a check here. Then I go up. What other check do I worry about? Not seeing any check to worry about. I think I like this move. Let's keep everything defended on this rank. A check here is just a check, but the moment my opponent plays a move like this, then it is no longer just a check because it might be some back rank checkmates lurking around. Yes, I told you guys. The moment my opponent plays a move, we have to be careful because opponent is threatening to go back rank checkmate. Let's stop that from happening. Now, let's play a move like this, just making sure. Also, a move like this I like. I should have gone there, I think. Maybe not really. I'm looking at playing a move like this and seeing how my opponent responds. Opponent is offering me a draw. Do I take a draw here? Position is equal. Maybe I should just take the draw. But if I take a draw, I lose rating point. If I lose rating point. Take the draw, lose rating point, lose rating point. So what is it? Hope I have not blundered, guys. Looks like I have blundered. Guys, I may have blundered. Okay, maybe not. Oh my goodness, guys, I need to be careful, guys. A check here on the back rank now. It's very dangerous. Opponent lands a check here. If I move here, that's how I lose. I have to move here. And opponent is not on time to play a move like this because I have a check here. That should lead to checkmate. My king is somewhat vulnerable. That's a vulnerable king there. So a move like this should not be bad. Opponent is going for it, guys. Move like this, very, very dangerous move. But the moment my opponent plays this move, okay, I wanted to say it is GG's. Opponent can go back, and the queen is defending that square. Opponent is looking at landing a check here. That's a nasty check. We need to stop that. Wow. I wanted to land a check. Crazy stuff. Oh my goodness. I think I have this move. There is no any check from my opponent that I should worry about. A check here, that's a quick trade. A check here is not available. Opponent just blundered now. Oh my goodness. And I was almost jubilating. Blunder. It's not a blunder, guys. Not a blunder. Maybe opponent wants to sneak in. A move like this, I'm going to be left with double pawns. That doesn't make any sense to me. So a move like this, opponent trade, I just trade. I think we have this move. There a check I should watch out for. I think opponent has this check, but I have this move. And there's no any other check. Opponent is giving me a game. Opponent is giving me very serious game here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Opponent wants to make me regret declining that draw. I'm trying to trade my opponent's rook before that, before I get checkmated. Before I mistakenly blunder some kind of checkmate. A move like this, and it looks like I can block this way, except I can't. Opponent just captures here, I capture here, the rook just captures, and I end up being down with full rook and a completely lost position. And if also opponent just dares to move this rook to some random square like this, that is checkmate. Opponent cannot do that. Opponent doesn't do that. Alright, let's centralize my queen. Let me centralize my queen. Maybe opponent play a move like this. Guess we are just going to trade. The opponent is going to have double pawns. Weak pawns, not really double pawns. Pawns are going to be weak. Let's go for the trade. Problem here is opponent still has, at the end of the day, opponent has he has 3 pawns on 2. Looking at trying to create a pass pawn on this part of the board. Now trying to create a pass pawn. Trying to create a pass pawn here to deflect my opponent's king. When my king, the position looks equal. Opponent moves here, I go here. If I play a move like this, if opponent moves here, I can go back. Opponent moves here, I go back here. And I should be on time to capture that. So if we trade, opponent captures trade. Position looks really drawish. But it is a pawn end game, very complicated as well. Pawn end games can be very complicated. Opponent is saying justice. I am not interested. I think I have to push that pawn. Opponent goes here now, the pawn is running. I think I am winning now. Yes, because that's a pass pawn, opponent always has to babysit. I'm on time to stop my opponent's pawn. And the moment opponent try to make any progress with their king, I have this move. So now I'm just going to slowly go for this, my opponent's pawn. Pick up the pawn and win the game. That was amazing. Wow. What an end game grind. What an end game grind. Let's be careful. Game is not yet over. I'm trying to go for this pawn. Just going to slowly go for that pawn. Opponent has to babysit my pawn. That's a problem for my opponent. He always has to babysit my pawn. And opponent resigns. What a game. It was an amazing game from both sides. Let's see what happened in this game. I played with 86.5% accuracy. Opponent played with 81.2% accuracy. There were some missed tactics where my opponent could have seized the initiative, equalized the game, and what have you. Let's quickly see what happened in the game. It was a French defense, exchange variation. An opponent decided to spice it up with a move like that. And in the opening phase of the game, what do you want to do? You just want to develop your pieces, castle your king, which is exactly what I'm doing. So I developed my pieces. The engine wanted me to play this move. I usually do not like this move. Because, but in this position, if my opponent had played this move, I think this would have been a good response. If opponent plays this move, we trade here, and after the trade, move the bishop away. So that did not happen in the game. Instead, I captured there, just trying to gain a tempo on the bishop, which is what I did. Since the French defense, the position was relatively equal until I played this move, which is a bad move. And capturing here now doesn't really do anything for me. It just asks for trouble. The engine wanted me to just go back to where I'm coming from, but no, I can't do that. And then opening strike here, we'll try to land the knight on the center of the board, traded the bishop. Okay, I should have captured the other way. Instead, I captured here, and opening captured this way, which is not good. Oh, look at what I missed, guys. I would have lost the exchange. Wow, I missed that. What kind of miss is that? And I saw this discovered attack. I just was looking at this square. I just did not see the square. What kind of a miss is that? Okay, the engine wanted me to capture the bishop. I traded the knight attack, and then I traded here. And the position here, dead draw. Nothing is going on here. It is a heavy pieces end game, but I think I tried to. Opponent offered me a draw at some point here, and then I tried to push too much. Position is still drawish here, and then opponent plays this move, and then I strike with this move, which is just a blunder. Can't believe it. Oh my goodness me. You see why it is a blunder? Opponent has this move, and even if I try to defend this way, I guess opponent can push pawn. Opponent can land a check here. Wow. Opponent missed it. Oh, I did not really think before playing this move. I did not think for too long before playing this move. I thought I just stopped this square. I forgot my opponent can play a quiet move like this. But opponent is not interested in any quiet move. Instead, they land a check here. I move my king. The king position is equal again. And then I quickly offer a trade before I end up losing. And in this position, opponent offered this. I traded the queens. I was kind of confident with my position here. But one thing I need to watch out for is that my opponent has 3 pawns on 2 here. So they can also create a pass pawn here. So immediately I try to start creating my own pass pawn. I try to create a pass pawn. After this trade, it was just completely lost for my opponent. And after this move, it was bad for me. I should have played this move instead. So now the position was equal if and only if my opponent doesn't play this move. If and only if my opponent captures here. Oh, makes sense. So if my opponent had capture here, I capture here, opponent captures here. Maybe this might be equal. I think this might be equal. Okay, this is not equal. If my opponent captures here, how do I even capture? I capture here. What is my opponent going to play? Okay, if my opponent captures back, position is still equal. I think if my opponent captures back and I capture here, position is still dead equal. I guess my opponent is just going to be on time to stop my pawn. And while I go capture this pawn, at the end of the day, it's going to be a single pawn against a single pawn. And game is just going to end in a draw. But instead of doing that, my opponent decided to play this move. Then I found this move. And now opponent's king is tied down babysitting this pawn, because the moment opponent plays a move like this, I'm just going to queen and win the game. After I move like this, I just defended my pawn. And then I move closer to my opponent's pawn, pick up the pawn, and after I move like this, opponent finds the resign button. Let's quickly get another game started. Okay, we have a 2285 rated player here. Let's go for the French defense. And opponent is going, I think this might transpose into the exchange variation of the French defense. And the exchange variation is what we have here. Let's go here. Opponent might pin me. Opponent doesn't pin me. I'm staying away from the pin. Let me castle my king. So we have the French defense here. Nothing much going on here. If opponent captures here, be my guest. How do I capture with a pawn? I feel like doing that. Also a move like this I like. Opponent captures here, I can capture here. Opponent plays that. I'm going to play this move. I'm also looking at just swinging my other knight here. And the knight should be an annoying piece. Let's swing the other knight here. Maybe opponent plays this move at some point. Alright, let's go here. Opponent might play this move at some point, and seems to make sense. Opponent doesn't. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? Capturing here doesn't make any sense to me. So let's go here. Opponent plays this move, I'm going to capture here. I think I should capture there. And then try to swing my knight over somehow. Let's swing my knight over in the game somehow. Oh my goodness, I just blundered a pawn. I just did blunder a pawn. Let's go here. I played that too fast, unnecessarily fast. Just blundered a pawn. It was a French defense. On my mind, nothing was going on the board, but not anymore, I guess. Not anymore. So let's see how opponent handles this. I'm just down a pawn now. I'm looking at moving away. I see my opponent playing maybe a move like this. So I'm looking at moving away. So let's say my opponent plays a move like this. What if I just capture here? Opponent captures here. I can just go capture here. Okay, I can just go capture here and I should be fine. If opponent plays a move like this, I like to claim I have something, but doesn't look like it. Doesn't really look like it. Also, a move like this, I kind of like. Opponent has this check. Guess opponent is preparing to go for that check. Let's stop that from happening. Opponent wants to land that check. Then a check here. What if I go here instead? Opponent has this move. What if I go here instead? If opponent land this check and go here, then a check like this is going to be, can't do that. If I go here now, if opponent push pawn, I'm looking at just capturing here. So if I go here now, then it's going to land this check. Just not a check I want on the board. Just not a check I want on the board. And if my queen is here, that's just going to be a fork. If I go here, check doesn't work, or the check still works. If I play a move like this, opponent might try to attack me this way. How did I get myself into this mess? Alright, I think a move like this looks like the best move for me to play. What about a move like this? If opponent land this check, I move away, and opponent doesn't have a follow-up check that I should worry about. If opponent goes here, I think I can move my knight, and I should be fine. So let's go here. Wow, I spent a lot of time there. Opponent goes here, I'm just going to capture here. So that move coming. What move coming from 5,000 miles away? What about a move like this? My goodness. Don't tell me I missed that. Okay, I can capture the knight. What am I saying? If opponent plays this move, I can capture the knight. I thought I just messed something up. Wow, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff it is. Alright, let's go here. Opponent wants to make sure they can play this move. But if opponent plays that move, I know what I'm going to do. Let's go here. Just keeping that square defended. Maybe opponent plays this move. I'm just going to hit this piece, hit the piece and ask the piece to go away. Good thing is that my queen is defended. So even if my opponent lands a check here, I don't have to worry about losing my queen. Alright, I think I should go here. I think I should be able to play a move like this and I should be fine. I'm just watching out, making sure I don't have something to worry about. So now it doesn't appear like I have something to worry about. Except for this move. So if I go here now, opponent can hit me with this move. I'm looking at just going here then. Opponent captures, I just capture. What if I just go here immediately? Opponent can hit me with this pin. I capture here. Opponent capture here. I capture here. It's just a big trade. Let's go here. Looks like I have to give up the exchange at some point. What was that move? That check doesn't work, at least not at the moment. My plan is to give back material. That's one of my plan. One of my plan is simply to just give back the material. One of my plan is to give the rook, is to give up the exchange. Because I see my opponent has a lot of pressure on my king. Opponent land this check, I'm just going to capture. That check doesn't work, and now I'm looking at playing a move like this. Trying to just force that. Oh, I do not have that move. Oh, you have to watch out for moves like this as well. In pressure here. Wow. Wow. And sacks there. Wow, 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 wow. I think I may have to give back the exchange at some point. Can't I just go here? I think I want to capture here. Opponent is going to play this move. I have to give back the exchange. Because if I don't give back the exchange, tell me how am I defending this? I don't really defend that. I have to give back the exchange. And just calmly goes back. A move like this comes to mind. Opponent captures. I land a check here. Check here. Like just sacking the knight, the bishop. Problem is I may have to sack here when my opponent find this move. So let's say I go back now. What is my opponent likely going to play? That sacrifice looks doesn't look too good. Because I know at some point I have to sack here. I know I have to sack here at some point. Opponent can go capture here now. Wow. Wow. I think I'm just going to play this move instead. Crazy position. Because the moment I go capture, your opponent has this move. I do not want that. Let's go here. Oh, crazy position. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my goodness, opponent still has that. Got destroyed completely here. I got completely destroyed. Wow. Oh my goodness. Missed that. I missed that. What was this? I got tactical very quickly. Oh, when the dot settles, I'm just lost completely. The opponent has all the time advantage as well. That was an impressive game from my opponent. Let's find the resign button. Position is resignable here. That's GG's. Let's quickly see what happened in this game. Opponent played with 85.9% accuracy. I played with 81.4% accuracy. At some point, I was able to find a brilliant move to equalize, but I guess I did not find the follow-up, and the opponent just ended up winning the game. Opponent was never in serious trouble in the game. Let's quickly see what happened there. It was the French defense, exchange variation of the French defense. You won't believe that the exchange variation of the French defense can get so chaotic very, very quickly. I think I should, yes, a move like this makes sense. That was earlier, just trying to make sure overprotect this pawn. But instead I play this move, yes, just go here, just this. Because at the end of the day, I lost this pawn and I was just completely down a pawn. Opponent plays this move, I quickly capture there without thinking. And just like that, I'm down a pawn. Just like that, I'm down a pawn and opponent is finding, okay, I should have just gone here, but the position was already hopeless for me here. Position was already sick. I went away, then played a move like this just to try to stop this from happening. And where it was my brilliant move, that was a pawn. Opponent just gave back advantage for no reason. Sacrifice does nothing as well. Okay, I should have just captured with a pawn with that piece. I did not. I went back here. I was expecting my opponent to place this move. I was really expecting my opponent to play this move so I can sack here, but opponent doesn't. Instead, so I sack here. Opponent captures here. What is my move? Oh my goodness. Guys, I just need to give back the material. I just need to know that, okay, I've given back the material and just know I have given it back. Oh, I tried to be greedy and I tried to hold on to my rook, and that was the end. I tried to hold on to my rook and opponent found this move. I tried to hold on to my rook, opponent found this move, and after I move like this, opponent found this check. Look at that. I can't really capture here, and if I do not capture here, opponent captures here. So I captured here, opponent captures here, and then I found the resign button. Let's quickly get another game started. Okay, we have a 2283 rated player here, playing with the white pieces. Let's go with the king's pawn opening. Okay, opponent is going for the Caro hand and looking at going for the von Hennig Gambit. Until I get destroyed in a very humbling way, I guess I'll still be playing the von Hennig Gambit at the higher level, at this level. Let's go here. Opponent is already thinking, opponent doesn't really face this Gambit. Opponent is asking themselves, what garbage is this guy playing? What is this? Opponent is already confused. Opponent is already confused. So opponent is just going to play it that way, slow and steady. And how do we play it here? Do we play it here? I think we just go here. Opponent captures, capture. Okay, I think this is the way to go. Opponent can capture here, we capture. Opponent captures here. Oh, opponent doesn't even have to do that. I'm looking at just castling my king. I'm down a pawn already. I want to just castle my king or play a move like this. Maybe a move like this should do. I think a move like this should do. Give my opponent to decide before I castle. Okay, so let's go here. Opponent captures here, great. If opponent captures here, I just capture here, castle my king. That's my plan. And it's going to be some kind of attacking chess. Some kind of attacking chess. Opponent just has to be careful. But if opponent plays a move like this, I'm just going to castle. And once I castle, we have the threat of just capturing here, winning a pawn. So opponent will have to decide again what they are interested in doing. Okay, now I have to go back here. Not a move I really fancy, but what are we doing? What can we do? I don't want to give up my bishop, at least not like that. Not like that. I'm looking at castling here. And if I can get to move this knight, push this pawn, put my bishop here, I'm looking forward to all of those moves. Alright, let me castle my king now and stay away from the nasty pin. Maybe opponent might end up just castling on the queen side, but let's see how opponent responds now. I saw that move coming. Alright, let me go here. Let me go here so I can play this move. I do not want my opponent trading here, and I also want to make sure I can put my bishop here and make use of this open file if I have to. When I can play a move like this, makes some sense. Okay, for now I just want to play this move, just bully this bishop away. The bishop can go back here, but at least now I have this square. I have this square for my own piece. I'm also looking at just playing a move like this, trying to go for this pin, having a very nasty pin over there. But after I move like this, my queen is no longer defended, so we need to watch out for all kinds of taking advantage of the pin on this pawn. Right, let's go here. Maybe opponent wants to just go all the way back. I have no issues with that as well. I think I have an issue with that move. Let me land my knight here. Let's land the knight here. It looks like we can sack here, capture here. Does absolutely nothing for us. We cannot do that. Or can we? Or can we? Can we capture here? And after opponent captures here, then we capture, then we go here. That's a fork. Is my knight coming out alive? My knight is not coming out alive. That is not just a fork. That is just me losing the game. or maybe my knight should be able to come out. What if I just ignore and play this move instead? And after my opponent plays that move, then I capture here. I think we can do that as well. Instead of capturing here immediately, what if we just capture here? Okay, let's say we capture here immediately. Opponent captures here. Then I capture a check. No, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make too much sense to me. So let's say we go here now. I'm watching out for all my opponent's responses. Let's say I go here now. If opponent plays this move, I just capture. Yes, I just capture. I was thinking I just captured the queen. No, not really. Just captured here. I should be fine. I think we have this move. And after my opponent captures this way, that's just walking into this pin. Then we can capture here. And we are simply fine. Also, capturing here comes to my mind. Capturing with the queen comes to my mind instead of the rook. So I might end up just capturing with the queen. Okay, opponent plays that. And that's a queen, bro. Give me the evil queen. Give me that evil queen. Guys, if Hennig Gambit strikes again, until I get humbled at the higher level, I guess I'll keep playing this Gambit until the day I get completely humbled. Let's quickly see what happened in this game. I played with 90% accuracy. I had a brilliant move. I know it should be the knight sacrifice. Opponent played with 72.7. Let's quickly see what happened in this game. And it was a Caro-Kann, and I decided to hit my opponent with the Hennig Gambit. The engine is already screaming, "Justice, what are you doing?" But the engine doesn't know my opponent is not Stockfish. My opponent played it in a kind of way that looks like I just gave back my advantage. Okay, I really need to look at this line. This is not a line I usually face, or this is not a move I usually face. And opponent did not capture here. I was thinking opponent will capture here, just try to double up my pawn. Opponent decided to move their knight away. I move my bishop away, castle my king away from chaos, move my knight away, and then I strike here. I really like to play this move, so I can just reroute my bishop here if I have to. Opponent goes back, and then I centralize my knight. A move like this also comes to mind, asking my opponent to capture, so I can capture here and not have double pawns. I was expecting my opponent to castle here, or maybe do something about this weakness, which is maybe castle. Maybe a move like this, but that's just going to lead to double pawns. But opponent did not castle, opponent did not do any of that. Then I strike with this brilliant sacrifice. The idea behind this move is that if my opponent captures here, the king is now lured into this move, into this square, and this pawn now is pinned. And what do we know about pinned pieces? They give you illusion of defense. I can capture here, I can capture here, and opponent can just not capture back, and we'll be left with a completely winning position. Yes, we'll be left with a winning position according to Stockfish, but the game is on. The game is just going to be on. Instead, opponent played a move like this, giving me the queen. I grabbed the queen, and opponent found the resign button. If you have made it this far into the video, do not forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more videos like this.